Welcome back. We've got Wanda Massengale with OZARK Humane Society, and I gave the wrong name to the pet that she brought with her. This is
Dory.
Dory, not Dolly.
Well, she's cute. She could be
Look at
called
her.
Dolly.
She
She's
is
playing
cute.
right up to the camera. Look at her.
Is.
They,
Is this my close-up, Mr. DeMille?
where's my nail
Oh my
polish
gosh, look at
and
that.
everything?
She's a pretty dog.
She was dumped. They've had her about a month. They call her Dory. I mean, I don't know what her real name was.
She's been at the shelter for a month?
About a month.
I'm surprised.
Inside with Garth, the other
okay.
dog inside. She is potty trained. She does one of those pads if she can't get outside, which is kind of nice to have a dog from the shelter that's already potty trained.
Yeah.
She's 8 years old, and she's a Chihuahua, and her adoption fee is $75. But there are 40 dogs in house and 13 cats right now.
Numbers are going up, aren't they?
Yes,
Little
they're
bit.
going
Yeah, a little
up,
bit.
right.
Getting back
They're
to
in
normal, I
desperate
guess.
need of canned dog food and chooser toys.
Okay.
Okay.
And I bet treats. I give my two milk bones, and I know a lot of people do greenies, but greenies makes teddy bears sick, so I just never
Oh.
gave them to Sugar Baby.
Oh.
Dobby won't eat greenies.
Do they make him sick too?
He just doesn't
No,
want
he
'em.
just doesn't care to have one.
What does he like? Milk bones or?
He doesn't chew on hardly anything
Except
except food.
socks.
Oh, he likes dirty socks. He's
He's a sock stealer. He will go up in the laundry basket and steal a sock and bring it down to
Yep.
the living room.
Does he chew it up?
No.
No, and it's funny, when we first got him, we were watching TV one night and Kelly says, look at him. And he was over there and he had the little comforter blanket and he had the corner of it. He had it in his mouth and he was just kind of, he wasn't chewing it, he had it in his mouth.
Or he'll just lay there and hold it in his mouth.
Just hold it in his mouth.
For some that don't remember, you adopted him from the
Yes.
Humane
Yes, yeah.
Society.
Yep.
He was on the show, and then the next day he was yours.
Yeah.
Did you do the microchip for him?
We have
Not
not, but we
yet.
want to.
Yeah.
Okay, I was going to say I went down to Cause for Paws, and I asked Sherry Campbell, who does them for Cause for Paws, and the cost is $10. She does on Monday and Wednesday from 10 to 2. And I thought, well, we talk about them, but we never, what do they look like? How do
Right,
they do
right.
it? And you said a while ago that you have done them
I
before.
have inserted microchips.
Oh, you brought one?
Yes, I brought.
Oh, okay.
Okay, Sherry bought these herself. She said that it's between the shoulder blades, and they'll go in at a slant, and the microchip's in the needle.
Right.
And she said she scans the needle to make sure that it's a working microchip.
Okay.
And then when she inserts it, she scans it again.
Right.
And she told me that the microchip attaches to a muscle, and the dog or cat's activity keeps it charged. Their movement keeps it charged.
Really?
Oh, I didn't know that.
It's a quartz battery or something.
Right.
Something like that.
But she said the movement does keep it all charged. And
Well, that
I
is
know
very
there.
cool.
I know at one time there were two ones. I don't know if this takes the place of the two different ones. But for $10, and then she gave me some websites that are free.
Now, what's the green thing you have?
That's your scanner.
That's your
Oh, that's
That's
it.
your
Okay.
scanner.
Okay.
over.
And it's rechargeable. She charged it up for me yesterday, but I'm not going to, try to do something, mess it up.
If you guys wanted to do a demonstration of, you could do it on my shoulder, I guess. You could track me.
I'm not sure how much we care.
doesn't-
You don't care to track me.
It doesn't really track
Yeah,
you.
what I
No,
mean,
it
yeah.
doesn't.
Right.
It's not a tracking GPS.
Track my health.
It does see who the dog.
You upload information, health information on the dog, the name of the dog, the address, any drug
Vet
allergies
shots.
or any kind of medical
and
information.
a lot of phone numbers too, because
Okay.
phone numbers change.
It's very valuable.
But on my Facebook page, Wanda L. Massengale, I put under her picture the 2 free websites. See, I paid $45 for Sugar Baby, but it's found.org is free, and fetch -id.com.
Okay, so you can put the microchip number, because it's a pretty long number.
Right.
And register it with either one of those sites.
Free.
And then, okay.
And see, mine's $45. Well, the microchip's 10, and this is free, so that's a really
Okay.
good deal.
Okay.
But
Good.
her adoption fee is $75, and I looked up last night online, and Chihuahua's life expectancy anywhere from 12 years on to 18 or
Oh
more.
gosh.
But she is considered a senior at 8. Is
At
that?
8,
Yeah.
probably so. But she liked to look out the window when
Mm-hmm.
I was driving here, and she tried to get up on the dashboard.
She's pretty calm.
But she,
Yeah,
yeah, she is. She's not. Sometimes Chihuahuas just kind of bark a lot, and
Yeah.
she really hasn't said anything. But I looked up the spay and neuter clinic. The restoration is Tuesday, October 13th, from 9 to noon at the Fairgrounds Park. Enter at the upper end, form 2 lines, and Sherry said, "Be patient." She said, "Payment in full is required to put your pet on the schedule. Rabies vaccinations are included. Cats are $50, and depending on the size of the dog, it's either 70, 80, or 90. And
Okay.
that's probably half or even more than half than it is at the veterinarian office.
Oh, okay.
Right.
And I don't know if there's going to be another spay and neuter clinic this year or not.
And where's this going to be
The
at?
fairground,
At
the
the fairgrounds, okay.
fairground park. That's
Okay.
what it
And
says.
that date is
October the 13th is
But the-
restoration.
for the registration part.
And
Okay.
then the date is for the clinics October 20th, 21st, and 22nd. And she said she needs volunteers for the restoration and the
Okay.
clinic. And if they don't have volunteers, there cannot be a clinic.
Oh, okay. All right.
So, even if someone wants to take a pack of cookies, that's going to help them because they're
Sure,
there
yeah.
a lot of
Right.
hours.
I
Oh, okay.
volunteered for many of them.
And you know, it takes a lot of work. But what I like is when they bring the pet out and it's still unconscious, you know, it's still knocked out. Someone rubs and pets
We
it.
stay with them,
Oh, yeah.
make sure their breathing's normal. Cats are the same way. There's certain, for some reason, when I volunteered, light-colored animals, white cats especially, they don't deal with anesthesia as well
really?
as, I'm not sure why, but we watch them. I mean, that's what you do when you volunteer, is to watch them and make sure they're waking up well, they're breathing well, and
How long does it usually take an animal to wake up, depending on the size and the amount of medicine?
usually within 30 minutes, they're kind of sitting up and weaving and bobbing. They look like a drunk person, and you just kind of make sure that they don't hurt themselves, and you know, until their owners come pick them up. And
Well, I know that some of the cages, the wire cages, have been stolen out there a
good.
lot, so they're needing
Oh.
of different sizes of those, especially the big ones.
And the spay neuter clinic is awesome because not only do you get the great price, but you know, you have volunteers that are there with your pet, and that's something you don't typically even get when you take them to a veterinary clinic because everybody's so busy.
Right. They put them in the cage and kind of monitor and see. But
Right.
out there, I've seen them,
Right.
you know, pet and love on them. The OZARK Humane Society is closed on Wednesday and Sunday to the public and holidays. They're open 10:30 to 5 to the public. Calls for Paws is open 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. and they're closed on Sunday. And they still can, you know, need merchandise because that's what
Okay.
keeps the Humane Society open.
So I want to explore now.
Well, if people are going through getting things together for the fall cleanup, if
Right.
there's something that's functional, put that aside and bring it down to the cause for pause.
And I wanted to say too that on Ian, I bought the antenna, and I get 41 channels. And
41 channels.
Yes, free.
Oh my gosh.
Free,
You
yeah.
got a little more than we do.
And then the row coat, I get hundreds. So I have more now than I did with Cox Cable,
So you
which
you're-
is free.
You're constantly on the couch eating cookies and
Uh-huh,
watch
yeah.
surfing
Yeah.
channels,
Have you
right?
seen my
No.
Facebook page?
Wanda is a very busy lady.
But yeah, Ian, I bought it from
So would you
both.
recommend people go?
Oh.
I mean, what if your cable price just went up $10 or $15?
Mine did.
Oh,
Mine did
Okay.
a year ago, May, and I
were you sick up and fed?
I was sick up and fed, and I went in, and I was supposed to get $3 back, and I said, just keep it.
Just keep your $3. if it's
Yeah,
that
and then a
important
week
now.
later, I get a bill for 3 cents. 3 cents.
I
All
want
the
their 3 cents.
the postage and all that.
Oh, gosh.
And I went in there and I said, I paid my bills. And, and gave them a nickel. That was what I owed. But I would
Yeah,
definitely.
but did you get your change back?
Yes, I
Oh, okay.
did.
Just wondering.
Yes, I did.
That's fine.
But I would recommend the antenna. And Ian got up on my roof and he pointed to see where the best signal was. And, and I love it. No bill after I paid for it. It's been free
Well,
all
yeah,
this.
people don't understand that. I guess us, I'm going to not include you guys, but me older people who grew up with an aerial antenna.
We got
an
2
antenna-
channels.
An antenna, well, yeah. Well, I was more lucky than you. I got 4 channels.
Woo.
But back in those days, I mean, it was, you had the antenna and then you got free television.
Right.
Nowadays, people think that you have to subscribe to everything.
Well, I don't.
And pay a bill for everything. Mm-hmm. But once you have the antenna paid for, 40 channels?
41.
41 channels. I really don't think that, I mean, you could surf all night long and find at least one thing interesting to watch.
And then I bought a DVR too.
Oh, okay.
And that
To
way I can
record some of your,
record.
yeah. There you go.
But I recommend anything that Ian says or does, I go with it. Whatever he wants to do is perfectly fine
Well,
with
I
me.
feel the same way.
Well, I would hope
I
so.
come in the morning and say, Ian, what do you want me to do, and where do I go, and what do you think? And
But and Spirit's still there. It's a little dog I brought last week, and I'm amazed at that. Because on my Facebook
he was a
page,
good dog. Yeah,
good puppy, 12 weeks old.
Well, get on out to the OZARK Humane Society and check out the dogs. I'm surprised at this one here. She's a little energetic. She's wanting to get down and run around.
She'd be a good
Should
dog.
be a good car dog.
Mm-hmm. She
you think?
rode well, yes.
If you travel around and you live by yourself, or if you have a small family, this little thing could be an addition to your front seat every place you go.
Aw, she needs a car seat with the seat belt to keep her safe,
Okay.
though,
Yeah.
because she wants to climb.
Wanda, thanks so much. Appreciate it. We'll
thanks
see you
for
again next
bringing
week.
Dory.
It's good to see you, too.
Good to see you.
And if you'd like to be a part of our programming here, if you have an event or a story you'd like to tell that would benefit our community and a group of viewers that we have, you can contact us here at Hometown Television, K26 Hometown TV at 400 South Sycamore, 870-741-4891. You can go to our Facebook page at Hometown Television, or you can go to our website at hometowntv.net. Thanks for watching, and thank you so much for filling in for me.
You're very
It's
welcome.
nice to sit close to somebody again.
My pleasure.
Thanks for watching. We'll see you again next time.